Hello, my beautiful people. I wanted to jump on. I had this other topic in mind that I wanted to talk about, which is some of the struggles that I've come across as a wife. But I was in the sauna, and usually when I'm in there, I just kind of I allow myself to feel and just allow my mind to go wherever it feels it needs to go. Sorry, I'm still sweating from the heat. Um, and all of a sudden, I had this feeling of insecurity, this feeling of all the insecurities that I've ever felt in my entire life, like all at once. It was actually pretty overwhelming, and like it brought tears to my eyes, like how overwhelming the feeling of insecurities that came over me. And I really tapped into it. I started asking myself questions like, am I feeling insecure about anything at the moment, or are all these old versions of me? Are they old feelings? Are they old insecurities? And really, they're all old. They were all old feelings of insecurity from the old versions of me. We have so many versions of ourselves, and I'm really no longer a lot of those old versions of me, especially the ones that had so many insecurities for so many years. I really looked into why did I have so many insecurities, and of course, a lot of it stems from childhood and my relationship with my dad. A little bit with my mom, but more so with my dad. Even my sister, a little bit with my sister. Her and I have a fabulous relationship now, but growing up, it was definitely a lot different. But just all the weight that I carried for so many years, for so long, and how long it's taken me to let it all go, to just acknowledge that they exist, but to also acknowledge and celebrate that that's not who I want to be, and that's not who I am anymore. I was always full of insecurities. I'm sure we all are, but how much life I would give these insecurities is crazy. It's crazy to me, because all the practice that I've been putting into my self-work, to my self-worth, to my self-love, it's almost like I don't even recognize that version of myself. I can't believe how healing it is when you build a relationship with yourself. Like, I can't believe how many things I've come over, how many breakthroughs I've had, how many things that used to hold me back and live in my mind no longer exist. I've made so much space for new things, for new opportunities, for new challenges, for new lessons, for new relationships, new connections, for new abundance. I've let go of things, of people, of situations, past and current, that no longer serve me purpose. I just don't care to be that person anymore. I love being a person with boundaries. I love being a person who is proud of me, who celebrates me, who believes in me, who's built a relationship with me. Like, I love me, and I always thought I loved me. I didn't know that I wasn't loving myself as much as I thought I was. I love me so much that I'm being that friend to myself, where I no longer allow myself to down talk myself, to say bad things to myself, to be unkind or impatient, or unforgiving. Like, I've forgiven myself for so many things. I've accepted myself for who I am, and I celebrate who I am. And I'm just so full of just moments of, sadness for the fact that, damn, at least up until my 30s, I felt just very insecure and just like bad for myself, and then definitely from like my 30 to 40, like that whole decade was definitely the beginning process of baby steps of like just feeling better, doing better, knowing my worth. Obviously it shows in my relationship with my husband, and with my children, and with my friendships, with both friendships of family and friends, my clientele, like just everything across the board. I definitely know that I've come a long ways with that, and that's who I was from 30 to 40 is who I've always been. It's just that from like 15 to 30, being in two separate relationships, I just really lost myself. I lost my sense of direction, my sense of strength and self-love and worth, and it just took me a long time to just get back to the essence of who I really am at the core. And now, being in my 40s, from 40 to now 43, it's really about the actual, like, taking action, like doing the homework, like really putting in all the work, putting, all of my effort into my beliefs, and putting in the practice of the self-talk, of the letting go, of the friendship, with oneself. Like, it's really just taking things to a whole different level. And I'm just here to, I hope that if I can in any way help you find that, have that, if you don't already. Like, I promise you, starting small and building up is a fantastic way to achieve anything, any goal. But really, loving yourself, hugging yourself, speaking to yourself in good words, really being intentional with your prayers, with your alone time, even if it's just like closing your eyes, laying around, and maybe you're not technically alone, maybe you don't have that kind of time, but just closing your eyes and just really being intentional with your thoughts, with your feelings about yourself. I know that there's so much generational traumas and cycles and just, behaviors and things that, our generation has dealt with, is dealing with, has come face to face with, and a lot of us are willing to do the work and make the changes. But the thing is that, like, let's acknowledge that, okay, that's our parents, our upbringing was our upbringing, but let's just keep moving forward with everything that we've been through. Like, let's just let go. Like, let's let go, because I feel like that's one of our problems, from my generation. It's like, I feel like we acknowledge and we recognize, like, a lot of the things that we have to undo or redo, but a lot of us also just want to, like, sit there and not do anything about it. And the thing is that, like, okay, it's like, it's now or never. Like, this is a time that we need to take action. This is a time that we need to make those changes. This is a time that we need to lead by example and really forgive ourselves and really embrace ourselves, believe in ourselves, really celebrate ourselves, and really look back at every single version of ourselves. I look back at every version of myself, and I am grateful for every single one of me. I am grateful for every version of me, every mistake, every lesson, every challenge, because I'm here. I get to look back. I get to look back at everything that I've ever been through and say, I made it. I got through it. I made it. So here I am. Here I am at 43, wanting to let go of every and any insecurity I ever had, I ever carried. Whether they were my insecurities or not, there are insecurities that lived in my head that took up space that I no longer want to carry. I'm hoping to be blessed for at least another 45, 50 years. And that's a long time that I just choose not to feel any kind of insecurity about anything in my life, anything about myself, anything that I want to achieve. I want to be able to just live a very light life. And if that means continuously working on myself, then I'm willing to do that. If that means continuously cleaning house, looking at my life, looking at my surroundings, the people that, that I have, like making sure that they're always people that align with my heart, with who I am. Whatever it is that, we need to do to live a happier, healthier life, a life full of joy, a life full of achievements, because really, it makes me so sad that I felt a certain way about myself for so long. It really does. It makes me sad that I ever felt that way about me, knowing how I feel about myself now. And, it hasn't been easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to even look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. You're awesome. You're the best. But I can say that, it makes a difference. It definitely helps. It definitely makes you feel better. It definitely changes your relationship with yourself. It definitely changes your relationship with other people, because it's true what they say, you having the best you can be better with everybody else. When you're good with yourself, you're better with everybody else. And it's very true. And as we forgive others, we should be forgiving ourselves. As we accept others, we should be accepting ourselves. As we are kind to others, we should totally be kind to ourselves. As we love others, we should definitely be loving ourselves. It's just, it's hard when, nobody taught you that. Nobody showed you that. Nobody made it okay. But I'm here to say that it is okay, that, give yourself that permission to love on yourself, and just finding that balance and finding that time, whether it means listen, you're on the phone or, social media for an hour. How about you split it? Give yourself 20-30 minutes of just your alone time, whatever that looks like. Well, going on a walk, laying somewhere with your eyes closed and just having happy thoughts. Whether it's, locking yourself in the bathroom so nobody hears you and you're looking in the mirror and you're speaking affirmations. Whatever it is, we have the time. We have the time. We just have to want it and make it and do it and be consistent with it. I just don't ever want to be that person who doesn't think is worthy of anything, or feels that I always felt like I was getting punished for something, and maybe I was, maybe there was something that had nothing to do with me and it was just in my karmic lineage or whatever. Either way, I'm just I'm happy, I'm grateful, I'm thankful to be where I'm at today, and to be strong, to be confident, to love myself, to feel good about myself, and to really genuinely believe that I can get through anything and do everything and anything that I want. And I wish that for all of you. I really, really do. I wish for us to stand up, to do better, to be aware, to be mindful, to spread love and confidence by being that ourselves, to spread kindness and love by being that ourselves, leading by example. Leading by example is just being who you are through your actions, through your words, and just being genuine, being very authentic. Just being comfortable with that, being comfortable with being yourself, being seen. Whatever insecurity you have about yourself, love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Let it go. Know that you are a beautiful soul, that you are one to be celebrated, that you are having these conversations with yourself in your head that don't exist. Don't give it life. Don't give it light. Just know that you are so beautiful, so worthy, and just one day at a time, one change at a time, one step at a time. And I send you so much love and positivity and light, and may you do the same for others. That's it. Hope you have a good week. As always, thank you so much. Mwah. Bye.